It has been quite a while since I've been out camping, and because of that I'm quite happy to sleep in the bush tonight. So any spot that I find that's not a bush is a bonus. As you could probably tell, I'm not too far in off the road, so I need to keep my voice down a bit. And yeah, I'm just going to find somewhere, set up my tarp and have a night out in the woods. So the plan is to put my tarp up between this tree and this tree. I don't have any tent pegs with me, so I'm going to have to make some. And yeah, I do have a made up ridgeline, so that's making things a bit easier for me. The best view of the forest is back towards the road, but I want to kind of block any lights that I have as much as I can, you know. This post here wouldn't be the strongest, and there is a bit of a curve on it, but I'm not expecting too much wind tonight. I'm not going to worry about it. It's a big space in there. It's absolutely massive. Look at it. Gigantic. So I'm just going to get my sleep system set up, and then I'm going to get the tea on because I want to relax for a little while. I put up a poll a while back to see what setup you wanted me to go out in the next time, or what type of camp you wanted to see, and it was between bivvy, a hammock or a tarp, and the tarp came out on top, so that's why I brought the tarp out tonight. I had this, it's kind of an affordable R-rated sleeping mat. It was sent out to me just to try out, so I said I'd give it a bash. It looks very similar to the Thermarest X-Term. It's actually got a smaller pack size than the X-Term, and it's got an R value of 5.8. It's the medium size, I'd say, because it's 183 centimeters long, and it's in the mummy style. I was going to get the bigger one, but the bigger you go, the pricier it is, so I asked just for the kind of the mid-range one. But yeah, I'm going to give it a go tonight and see how it holds up. You get the pump sack with it, you know, to inflate the sleeping pad, and it has the same sort of colours as the X-Term, so it seems to be a sheet of foil or something inside, cut straight across the top, so I'd imagine the very top isn't insulated. So you can kind of see where the line goes straight across there. That seems to be the foil that's inside, just to insulate the mat. This is the bottom of the mat, so you can see it's the same sort of story there. You have a pretty standard valve little one-way system here. The pump stack just pushes on. It doesn't lock in place or anything like that. There is a little groove that it kind of sits over. That tends to happen when it gets to a certain level. The bag just pops off and you have to give it a few more pumps just to get it properly firm. Without doing that, it's just not firm enough to support your body. Yeah, that's it. I see the midges are hanging around. I am not happy to see them back, I have to say. They're starting to venture in here now as well. I've just noticed that the big guns are out as well. There's a few mosquitoes hanging out on my tarp. Definitely not happy to see them. But what can you do? Of course I didn't bring out any sort of bivvy or protective cover for myself. Yeah, I just have my sleeping bag. So yeah, that could be an interesting night. Such a nice little bit of woodland. I can see a whole load of midges just appearing here beside me. I'm starting to get attacked by mosquitoes. The only way I know that is they're buzzing in my ear. It's like buzz, buzz. I hung my lantern on my jacket just to try and stop the light from shining out towards the road, just in case there's anyone, you know, walking by or parked up on the side of the road out there. I don't want them seeing my lights, but they're definitely attracting more and more midges, so I gotta get some insect repellent on and just chill out in the dark and just listen to the birds while they're still singing, because it's absolutely beautiful. It's beautiful. It's not completely dark yet, but it's getting there. It's definitely getting there. I've just been sitting here chilling out for a while. I made another cup of tea, had a few biscuits, finished off my Yorkie bar, and yeah, I just listened to the last of the birds there. So they're gone to sleep. I think it's about time I got myself into the sleeping bag as well. But yeah, I also want to get that lantern off, because when a lorry goes by I can see their lights from here, so they can definitely see that. Well, now it's probably not bright enough, but I don't want to take any chances. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the morning. Good night. That has to be one of the worst sleeps I've had since I started camping. Oh, I woke up so many times. I think it was a combination of things, you know. I didn't wear the earplugs like I normally do because I'm so close to the road. I thought I want to be able to hear people if they're coming into the woods, you know. Yeah, I woke up about 3 o'clock and I was a bit too cold to be able to sleep, so I had to put on my layers. But I'd woken up so many times before that, and my back is a little bit achy, but it's not because of my back injury, it's just the way I slept last night. The sleep pad, I don't know. I don't know, we'll get into that later. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the mat. If you moved, it didn't respond very fast, so it took a while to kind of reflect your heat back to you. Whereas on my X-Term and that, it's instant, like you don't even notice. So it's like you move and it's cold, and then it takes a little while for it to heat up again. So I'll see. I'll give it a few more goes and see how it turns out. Maybe that was just because I had a bad night in general, you know. It's got a really small pack size. It's really lightweight, so it's only like 500 grams. I think it says on the site that it's 480, but I weighed it myself and it was 500. It's got a really good R value of 5.8, so it's really warm. My problem with that is it can't have it all. You know, something has to give somewhere. It can't be warm, good quality, affordable, lightweight and packable. It just can't have all of those things. Something has to give, in my opinion. So I'm just wondering what that something is. Like, it's teeny weeny. It goes probably go down smaller than that if I could be arsed trying to get any smaller. It's nice having the birds singing again. That's the thing about winter, it's so quiet. There's not many birds singing, but this time of year, they're on a mad one. Nice handy little breakfast this morning. Bit of porridge, powdered milk, bit of fruit. Happy days, happy days. If you're looking for a nice easy breakfast, give it a go. I just put the porridge into a Ziploc bag, pour in some powdered milk, mix it up in the bag, and then pour it into the pot. So keeps it nice and handy, you know. I'm all about easy camping. As little gear as I can manage, and nice easy meals. I could have very easily let the bad sleep last night ruined the whole camp, but I don't see the point. Like, why be in a bad mood because of that? Just appreciate each moment, each aspect of camping. It's only 20 to 7 in the morning. I have absolutely nowhere to be right now. So I can just sit back, chill out, just take my time. I kept looking over the tarp just to see if there was anybody out there. And I just thought to myself, one of these times I'm going to look over and there will be someone there. So I stopped looking. Oh, lads. That wasn't a bad way to spend the night. I think it just goes to show that you don't have to put too much pressure on it. You know, you don't need all the sexy views and to be hiking up mountains to have a decent night out in the woods. Now, it is a shame that I didn't get better sleep, but you know, that's just the way it is. I'm not worried about it. I woke up, birds were singing, the midges weren't too bad, hot cup of tea and a hot breakfast. I can't complain. I cannot complain. Thanks very much for joining me on this little camp, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.